Utilities are in a pretty good place because we're starting from such a low base in terms of satisfaction, in terms of what we've done for customers, and there's so much data now. Smart meters will change the game in terms of the amount of information you have about customers' usage and what you can do with that, and the kind of moments of delight that you could provide to customers by telling them things that they didn't know already.
There have been three main drivers of change in the industry in the recent past. The first one has been the regulator. Their increasing desire to ramp up competition, introduce choice and innovation for customers. The second one's been customers themselves and their increasing expectations of the service they expect from utility companies. And the third one, I think, has been transparency of information. So increasingly utility companies are comparing themselves not against each other, but in the best across industries. A good customer experience is built off four key things. The first, and I think the most important, is bold leadership, a real understanding of the vision for the organisation and making sure the customer's at the heart of that organisation. The second one is great people. It's great people who deliver great service for customers, and the way in which they understand the customer and empathise with the customer is really important. The third one is process that's designed around the end user, designed to create a great experience. And finally, the underpinning technology. How do you leverage technology? How do you leverage data and present that in a way to create a great experience for customers and for the people within the organisation?
When I started at Hive 2 years ago, a lot of the research was done in the pub. So we had product managers who would work all day on a new feature, and they would walk into the Marquis of Granby, which is a pub in Fitzrovia around the corner from our office, and they would buy somebody a pint, and they would put the app in front of them, and they would get feedback from them. Now, we don't do it in the pub anymore. We do it in our office, but we still do the same stuff, and it's still really powerful. Big data is great, but actually this idea of small data is kind of an important one as well.
For me, that kind of the intent behind the data, I think, is going to become increasingly important as users like you and I become aware of just how much organisations know about me. But kind of fundamentally, do I trust how they're using it? So I think being open about that intent for improvement inside the business and provide me with stuff that I value is going to be really key. So why now? Why is now the right time to invest in a great customer experience? Well, I guess if you're an energy company, you're seeing increased competition, you're seeing customers move to some of the new entrants. Some of those energy companies are seeing their costs go up as customers express their dissatisfaction with service through increased contact and revenues going down. If you're an energy company, I think to survive in the market, you have to invest in a great customer experience for great business reasons. If you're in the water industry, then you've got the introduction of competition for commercial customers, and all companies are investing right now in that. But I think it needs to be a conscious investment based on an understanding of either growing that market or exiting in a very profitable way for investors and shareholders. It's a really exciting time for the industry, and IBM is investing in four key areas to help our clients rise to the challenge. Firstly, we continue to invest in having people who really understand the sector and can provide credible advice and support. Secondly, we're investing in analytics, cognitive capability. How do we really squeeze the pips out of all that data we've got to provide a great experience for our customers? Thirdly, scalable platforms. What's the underpinning infrastructure? How do we provide the technology in a smart, scalable way to cope with the changes in demand, the challenges that the industry face? And for us, that means cloud. And then finally, in design thinking, how do we really bring the customer into the organisation, design processes and ways of working that work for customers and end users and are responsive and agile?